I've heard from some lenders that they won't lend to an owner-operator. So in other words, the borrower can't be the one running the cannabis business. Is that generally a safe way to structure the loan or a general practice?
For me, from my perspective, and again, remember, I'm looking at stuff when things go bad. So just looking at enforcement of the loan, to me, I don't see a lot of difference between it, and I haven't really given it a lot of thought. To me, it's the main risk that you run is that you're going to be outside of federal law and you're going to have a forfeiture.
But not you. It's so if your borrower is just the property owner, their tenant is the cannabis business owner. So now you have another level of, hey, I have to make sure my borrower is checking on the tenant to make sure that they're in compliance.
And I don't think it makes any difference, because the way the forfeiture laws are written is that there is it's what's called an innocent owner exception. And so let's make a simple example. You lend out, you own a piece of property, it's a residential house, and you have a tenant that is growing marijuana in the backyard, and it exceeds the amount that's allowed under California law. You're clearly out of compliance with California law. The fact that you're the owner of the property, if you don't know they're doing that, and you're not part of that business, then the federal government is really not interested in you as a defendant in the criminal lawsuit. Okay, but there is the way the statute is written, and you look at the case law that leads into it. They have caused forfeitures of loans or caused forfeitures of properties that are owned by people who knew their tenants were doing these illegal activities. So, taking it outside the cannabis context, you've got tenants who are running a money laundering operation on the house. You don't know anything about it. You're an innocent owner. If you do know about it, and you know that that's what they're doing, and then the federal government is free to come in and seize the property that you own, and it's forfeited to the federal government, notwithstanding the fact that you never engaged in the money laundering. If you knew about it and you didn't force your tenant to leave the property, in the federal government's eyes, they can forfeit the property and you can lose your ownership interest in the property. So here, kind of moving it to the kind of cannabis realm, I don't think it makes a difference where it is in the title, or whether it's a tenant who's operating, it's a separate entity. I don't think it makes a difference. If you have a loan on the property, your security is the property. If the tenant is operating an illegal operation, the federal government can come in and initiate a forfeiture on that property. Whether it's a tenant who is doing it, whether it's the owner who is doing it, it does not matter to the federal government. So I don't think having that distance, if that's what I understand your question to be, makes any difference whatsoever.